DD214 Network podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Network is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now because we have you.
What's going on? What's going on?
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the DD214 Network podcast. Y'all better look the fuck out today. Our crayons are sharp, the box is full, our bottle of glue is topped off, and our helmets are on tight. Baby, we're about to rhythm with the tism. Let's get this fucking show on the road.
Yeah, whatever the fuck he said.
Can fucking throw you off with that every fucking week, aren't I, John?
How's everybody feeling today? What are we doing? How are we doing?
Doing okay. I can't complain
Yeah.
yet.
No complaints here.
Well, I could. Well, there's one thing I can complain about, John. You want to know what it is?
What?
That fucking mustache on Squeenie.
I was going to say, you're about to fucking call out like a mustache. It's like
He wears it really good, man.
I would say the thing is the one thing that really helps is the fucking Italian genes, because Italians are just known for fucking mustaches.
Yeah, I can see that.
But what doesn't help is this goddamn fucking quadruple fucking chin right here.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
It's okay. You're about to yell at someone's father at a baseball game because their team sucks. You know?
Yeah. I mean, that, I just got promoted to fucking E5 after being stuck, as an E4 for 5 years. Finally decided it was time to fucking move up the ranks before they kicked my ass out kind of situation.
It's time.
Just barely.
It's time. It's Vader.
Passing PT tests, but barely passing the fucking tape test so I can fucking stay in.
I've seen a few of those. I'm not gonna lie.
And that's funny because I constantly failed PT tests, but I always failed PT and I always failed tape too for some odd reason. I don't know why.
I still can't see you as a big guy. I never see it in my head. Like
the 240 pounds. Yeah, you've seen the picture when I was.
You show me pictures, but I'm like, it's still like
it's still hard to fucking comprehend.
It really is. It really
240 fucking pounds.
That's just like imagining me at your fucking size, Sean. It's hard to fucking imagine because y'all are so used to me at the size I'm fucking at, and I'm this big, broad, fucking beefy motherfucker. And if I were to slim down to your fucking size, I'd look like I was fucking about to keel over from fucking some kind of goddamn disease.
You would look like a twink, like me.
Oh my god! Fucking god. Damn it.
Well, again, rhythming with the fucking tism this morning.
There we go. Yeah. This is how it starts.
Fucking Jesus
this
Christ.
Is how it starts. I love it.
I'm a small guy.
So then you're the bottom, your wife pegged you? Is that what we're getting at here?
It depends on the moon phase.
So when it's the waxing crescent, that's when she's waxing your crescent.
So let's see.
I don't mean this as any kind of an insult to John, but Frenchie is definitely like the matriarch of the family. Like she runs a tight ship. She
So
runs a very tight ship.
today we have the waning crescent. So it's kind of like a half moon, kind of. So I think I'm on top this week, so we're good.
It's like based off
like-
of the fucking stages of the moon, depends on who's wearing the pants in the relationship. That
I mean, look, people thought that the GTA 6 trailer was going to come out because of the fucking moon phases too. So I mean, if the moon has anything to do with anything, it's going to do with something.
The what?
In December, before
fucking GTA 6.
Yeah, before the
people
GTA
thought
6.
that fucking the trailer was going to be released based off of the phases of the fucking moon.
The fuck is wrong with people? Like what?
Listen, it was a very elaborate. It was actually a very elaborate theory.
I don't think we have enough time to really explain what's wrong with people.
That's like
I Bumble.
Okay,
yeah, and this is where I come in because like I'm a guy who likes viral marketing, right? And
okay, fair.
You know,
so when it's viral, right? Like
yeah. You know, the viral marketing, what they do. Well, I think Swolini might remember this when the Dark Knight was coming out. There was an AR augmented website that you were able to access, and that was like really what like the biggest forms of viral marketing there was. You could interact with different things for the movie months before it came out, and that's actually where we actually had the first picture of the Joker. It came out on a website called IBelieveInHarveyDent.com.
Right.
And when I see, you know, I'm a believer that Rockstar is always putting shit out there to make people go crazy purposely, you know? And just as of recently, their Instagram, since that day, since December 2nd, their Instagram posts have been going down as if it's been going into like a countdown, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're on it was 27 last week or 2 weeks ago. It's at 13 right now, and the posts keep on going down. So people again are now having theories. Is this a countdown for the trailer? Are we going to see the trailer in 13 days or whatever? You know. Mm-hmm. Now, I love the fact that people have no fucking time. That's for fucking sure. But I like the fact that there are people out there.
You know what I mean?
There are people out there who are trying to figure this out, but at the same time, stop trying to figure it out, because if you figure it out, then Rockstar is going to get pissed off and not release anything. So stop it.
I mean, for me, it's one of those things where like I like being surprised sometimes. So it's like I'd rather wait for the surprise.
It's like the WWE, right? The WWE always puts out the dirt sheets purposely to see what people think about it. What is everyone's move? Like for example, when like recently they're saying John Cena is going to win the Royal Rumble, right? They're saying that he is the proposed winner of this year's Royal Rumble, which makes a lot of sense.
Well,
with his farewell tour, I can see that happening.
Yeah.
Them, you know, he's going to win the Royal Rumble, go to WrestleMania, take a championship belt,
and goodbye.
Then fucking turn around and fucking lose it at like SummerSlam or some shit.
He can walk out with it. He could walk out with it. I mean, it's a new era. He doesn't technically need to lose it.
My theory is he's not going to win the Royal Rumble, but they're going to still find a way to get him a championship match. And because there's multiple avenues. Like,
it's going to turn into a fucking triple threat championship match at WrestleMania. That's
what about Money in the Bank? Isn't that possible too? If you have like the Money in the Bank thing, like you can just like.
Yeah, but that's towards the summer though.
Yeah, Money in the Bank isn't until after WrestleMania.
After WrestleMania.
Yeah,
it could still happen.
So
it could still happen.
Yeah, but I can see what they do. Here's what I see happening. Because they want to, with this farewell tour, they want to drag out the Cena thing for his farewell tour. So they're going to put him in the Rumble. He'll probably be the runner up to the Royal Rumble. So he won't be eliminated until he'll be the last person eliminated, declaring.
Yeah.
Watch it be like fucking Punk becomes the fucking winner of the Rumble.
What would the ramifications be if they dragged a storyline out and he was in a championship match at SummerSlam? What would the storyline be?
I mean,
he loses at the Rumble, maybe he has a match at WrestleMania with somebody.
It'll probably be Cody Rhodes. It'll probably be Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns. You know, if you really want to
Drag it out.
Yeah, if you really want to drag it out, they're probably going to put someone who can do it. You know what I mean? They're probably not going to have someone. I mean, but the one thing about John Cena is like he likes to pick people up. You know what I mean? So, so if there's someone in the streamline that he's looking at, it's highly possible that whoever that person is, whether it be Damian Priest or
you guys been keeping up on Monday Night Raw the last couple of weeks?
I don't know.
You have, Squinty?
I've been watching it every week since they fucking started putting it on Netflix.
Yeah.
I meant to watch it the other night. How was it this week? Sorry, John. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. The only thing I'm excited about is really Penta. I've been watching Penta since he was in Mexico.
Really?
So I'm just happy that he's in the WWE.
I was when they teased on the opening episode of Raw on Netflix that Chad Gable was going to go against a luchador of some sort. I already knew it was going to have to be Penta or somebody they were pulling from the underground or a different fucking group into WWE finally. I mean, there was a lot of writing on the walls on the internet that Penta was coming in. And I was glad those rumors were fucking true. Because like you, John, I've been following him for fucking years.
So what odds are we giving Cena here for like let's just start with the Rumble. What are the odds? What odds are we giving him for either winning or runnering up, or he gets knocked out early and it got like to continue the storyline? Like, what are you guys going with?
I think he's gonna win it. I think they're gonna give it to him. Yeah.
I feel like if not win, he's gonna at least be in the top 5.
John Cena has done nothing but give. You know what I mean?
I think he's going to be a surprise exit earlier than people expect. Depending on his number, whatever number. Depending on what number he gets.
Well,
I think he's going to go out earlier than.
Well, I mean,
if we wanted to go traditional, if we wanted to go traditional, if he really wanted to go out with a bang. Like Squilini said, he could be a runner-up at the Royal Rumble and then lose, and that could be his exit out, his retirement, his goodbye. You know what I mean?
But he wants to win. He wants to win one more championship.
Well, we don't. That's.
That's
his whole thing is he wants to win one more championship, and he's doing a farewell tour. The whole thing with the farewell tour, and Triple H is even
but that's probably part of the story. Maybe that's him maybe him. Yeah, I want to win this, but maybe the story is he has a sad ending. Isn't that the thing with wrestling?
It could be. I could see that.
They have him, or they have him win the Rumble. He goes to WrestleMania, loses that match. Goes on to Money in the Bank, farewell tour. We're looking at he's doing an appearance in every pay-per-view this year is what has been said. So first pay-per-view is in 2 weeks, which is Royal Rumble. He runners up. He wins the Rumble, goes to WrestleMania, loses the championship match, goes to Money in the Bank. Takes Money in the Bank, gets the briefcase.
So, and then what? SummerSlam?
And then SummerSlam, he takes the title.
And that would be a fucking hell of a farewell tour.
And then after SummerSlam, he goes on to, because there's at least 2 or 3 more pay-per-views closely after SummerSlam. He goes to those. He wins his match in 2 of them, and then in the third one, he loses and out.
I'm thinking
that would be one hell of a fucking farewell tour.
That'd be a great storyline.
Finishes out, still the champion, and then just leaves, like John was saying, because technically he could just fucking leave, which just makes the championship completely vacant, which then means they're going to start doing tournaments to determine who gets to be the contestants to face off for the championship.
I love tournaments because like this gives people a chance to, like, especially the younger guys. You know, maybe Penta might be part of that tournament.
Yeah, because we get some of the newer talent to be able to just put their name in the hat.
WrestleMania 4 was in tournament format. Like WrestleMania 4 was a tournament format. Like,
So
can we?
Tournaments happen in wrestling.
Wouldn't it be great if we had a whole year of a vacant title, and they went? That would be such a
go
cool
into fucking
storyline.
2026 with like the fucking world heavyweight championship just
But
vacant.
like if it goes the way I'm kind of leaning towards, Cena's an early exit at the Royal Rumble.
Keep going. I'll be right back. Oh,
You're okay. Cena's an early exit. He's an early exit at the Royal Rumble, and then like he has maybe like a mid card or maybe like a second night match at WrestleMania, so like not quite mid card, but like but like not like a main event, and maybe it's like against somebody and they have a really great match. They just have a good match, like Ricky Steamboat, fucking Macho Man, fucking good match, and then and that continues the farewell tour, which takes it to Money in the Bank. And maybe he gets it, maybe he doesn't, and then that's kind of like after Money in the Bank. It would be how would he get the championship? Basically,
Hear me out. Exits early. Get him and Punk both end up getting eliminated.
Okay, dispensary order.
It fires up a feud between fucking Cena and Punk.
Got you.
WrestleMania,
culminating at WrestleMania.
We have Punk versus Cena
at like night 2. It wouldn't be the main event.
Yeah,
it'd be like night 2. It would definitely
night
be like
two,
night 2.
Mid card of WrestleMania Sunday.
Yes, like mid card like night 2. Yes.
Then from there it goes into Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
The winner of that mid card match gets an automatic entry into the Money in the Bank ladder match.
There you go. Now see, now you're cooking with grease. That's because I really, for some reason, I don't quote me on this. We're gonna fucking what streaming service is Royal Rumble gonna be on? Is that still Netflix?
Peacock.
That's right. Peacock. I'm sorry, Peacock.
So it's Peacock in the U.S. It's Netflix everywhere else globally.
I get confused. I get confused about that stuff.
I've got to pay for my Peacock membership this week, so I have it.
What night is the Royal Rumble?
Saturday.
It's this Saturday, isn't it?
Mm-mm. This Saturday is Saturday Night Main Event. The Royal Rumble is February 1st, which is the following Saturday.
Oh, they pushed it out. That's like Super Bowl weekend. Super Bowl weekend then.
Yep. No, that's the weekend before Super Bowl.
Holy shit.
Because you got to think, this weekend's the last weekend of
the 26th
playoffs.
Oh, you're right.
Next weekend's the Pro Bowl weekend.
You're right.
Then the weekend so the weekend of the Royal Rumble is the Pro Bowl weekend. The weekend after the Royal Rumble is Super Bowl. Because they're not, no matter how much WWE wants to fucking compete with other sports companies and stuff, they're not stupid enough to hold a fucking main event on Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah, not like AEW, which AEW, they fucking they sold stadium price tickets for a pay-per-view that's airing the same day as like an NBA conference or something like that. And now they don't know how they're going to air it. Oh, and on top of that, they even had to change the venue because it was smaller and the prices stood the same.
Really?
Yeah. I do want to ask Squilini, Penta. We got to talk about him. What this was a long time coming, dude. You know this.
I'm just waiting to see, because obviously we still have the LWO within WWE now.
Yep. Zelina Vega is a treasure in wrestling. For her to have the role that she has with who else is in it with
we've got Rey Mysterio and 2 younger Latin wrestlers.
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, I'm about to Google.
Cruz del Toro, Rey Mysterio, Joaquin Wilde, Dragon Lee, Savio Vega, and Bad Bunny. Yes, the Bad Bunny. The.
Actually, Bad Bunny's not in it right now. He was in it at one point.
John, is that the one that I did security for?
Yes.
Yeah.
That Bad Bunny?
The musician Bad Bunny, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, he's
done a lot with WWE here lately.
Yeah, he's a
Does
huge.
He wrestle? Does he wrestle?
He's had a couple matches.
He had a couple. Right? Yeah.
He wrestled at WrestleMania one year.
How did he do?
He can't keep up with like Stephen Amell or Logan Paul, but he's got the heart. He's got the heart.
Yeah, he has the heart. He did. I mean, he did good for being. It was so when he did WrestleMania, it was like his first professional match.
Oh God.
And yeah. And he was like all over the fucking place, like a little fucking Latino crackhead.
Wow. It was fucking funny.
It was hilarious.
It was funny.
And oh fuck, who was it that he faced in that match?
Was it The Miz? It was someone like that, wasn't it?
Oh, so he got his shit pushed in or what?
He got hazed.
Yeah.
When you watch something,
your first matches at WrestleMania, dude, like good luck.
So it was WrestleMania 37, and he teamed with Damian Priest. Yeah. And they fought The Miz and John Morrison in a tag team match.
Oh, yeah, there was The Miz. John Morrison's
so
great,
it was too. The fucking Miz. And if I'm correct, it was Bad Bunny and...
Do you know what always, like, kills me? Like, we've talked about it on this show before. Is, like, if you're ever around some of these, like, athletes, like these wrestlers, football players, shit like that, like, it's like how fucking goddamn... ginormous they are. These are like literal like giants that walk amongst us, right? And they like in like like we're talking about professional wrestling, like just in real life, it's just like holy shit. I hope I don't have to fucking fight that dude. You know what I mean? Because like holy shit.
like Braun Strowman.
It's like this is why Samuel Colt made men equal. You know what I mean? Because like hand to hand, it probably ain't gonna fucking go very well in my favor.
Well,
you know what I mean?
And the thing is, Bad Bunny and Damian Priest won that fucking match.
Yeah. Well, of course they did.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that happened because it was like a Puerto Rico thing. Because Damian Priest is Puerto Rican. In fact, Gio, my compatriot on Bong Rips and Video Games and the Clean Sanchez Media art director, he actually knows him.
Okay.
He knows Damian Priest.
He knows Damian Priest. Okay. Oh, because he came up
he came up here where I'm from.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a lot of dude. I would love to bring you guys over here to like the Wrestle Pro show, or even see my friend Colin, because my Colin. He's my Colin.
You're Colin.
You can't have Colin. He's my Colin. Fuck
John. John, as much as I really despise traffic.
John, your twink is showing again
on the East Coast. He even did the fucking. Do that again.
Do that again. Little hip hop.
Oh, look at that! You're so cute. You're so fucking cute.
Listen,
God damn it!
I'm 2025 straight, man.
God damn it, dude. God fucking damn it, dude. Are you done? Are you guys done? Are you guys fucking done?
Yeah, and I'm sorry, you're cutting into my.
You're 2025 straight, and I'm 2025 homosexual.
Okay, I'm 2025 the fuck out of here. Like,
Swalidi, I think that still means you're gay.
I was gonna say, John, I'm getting a car soon, dude.
Because if 2025 straight is gay, then 25 ho.
It's not an opposite thing.
We're doing the opposite thing here, okay?
Are you two homos still talking about being homos?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know how I know? You know how I know why you're gay?
Wait, what? God damn it!
God, that was such a good time when that joke came out too.
Yeah, you want to know how I know you're gay?
People got real
fucking white people.
People got real fucking creative, man. Real fucking creative.
No, man. Like, I wouldn't mind driving out to Jersey, John, and like, because
there is. Look,
I would hate the East Coast aspect of the driving, and I'd have to get really specific instructions from you on like where to go.
I have two options for you. Okay. Two options. One, I don't drive. Frenchie drives, so we could ride with her. And remember, we're in New Jersey, and you know what we have in New Jersey?
Trains,
planes, and automobiles.
I like trains.
And for veterans,
gives them show it again, Jay. Stop it.
and for veterans,
water bottle.
For veterans, we have reduced pricing. We actually pay senior citizen price tickets for veterans for the train system here. So,
way to make me feel old, fucker.
No, dude. That's
No,
like one of those
veteran
things,
prices.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with that.
Jay likes.
I do. I like trains.
Tell me you're autistic without telling me you're autistic.
Look, you come here.
I rode the one in Boston when I went to I've only been to the East Coast once. Like John knows this. I've only been to the East Coast once.
It's in the worst place on earth.
I went to Boston and Washington, D.C.
And of all places, you went to fucking the biggest hive of scum and villainy.
Well, yeah.
And then fucking Boston.
That's well played, sir. Well played, sir.
I will tell you, you come over here.
Because you're about to say, well, that's both of them.
And
potato.
To get into New York City, guess what? We won't take the train. We could take the ferry. And guess what? The ferry's free.
I don't do boats.
I like fucking ferries.
It's a ferry. I don't do boats either, but it's a ferry.
It's still a fucking boat.
I like fucking ferries. You hear that, John?
I'm not one, though. I'm sorry.
You damn Tinkerbell fucker.
I
like ferries too.
I might be 6% over the threshold on that. I'm just
the facial hair automatically makes him not a fairy.
Yeah. So if I now here's the thing, I like doing a mustache too. Okay, but it's fucking cold outside.
Can we fucking not? Can we stop with the shaving the beards? Like, please.
Look,
You have the ability to grow a beard. I can't even grow a fucking beard.
And you think I want one? I don't want this anymore.
I think you look fine. I think you look fine with it. I think it suits you well, especially with the long hair.
It has been exactly an hour since I ordered my pizza.
Dude, he's like, yeah, there's your tism, Joe. Like, is John waiting for his fucking pizza?
Fucking John's fucking
it's fucking waiting for
he's looking at the fucking call log. I called these bitches at fucking this time. They said an hour, 15 minutes.
It's been an hour.
It's been an hour, 15 minutes, and 59 seconds. If my doorbell doesn't ring in 1 second, I'm fucking...
Well, that's the thing. My doorbell doesn't work, so they have to call me.
Yeah, where's this goddamn pizza?
Did you notice that when they answered the phone, they said my address and everything? They were like, oh. It's you
I wasn't paying that much fucking attention, to be honest with you.
They're like, oh,
I heard you order a fucking half cheese, half pep fucking pizza. And I was like, this motherfucker and his addiction.
They're like, hey, John, how's Frenchie doing? You know what I mean? Like,
no, you know what was funny? Frenchie actually came home about an hour and a half ago because she had to change her shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And as she was leaving, I had $24 in cash. I didn't want to use my card. And I looked at her. I was like, is this going to be enough? And she gave me that look like, are you like digging for more money? And I'm looking at her. I'm like, I got to tip the pizza guy, I got to tip the driver, Yes, I do tip now. Okay. I do tip now.
Thank you, John. Thank you for being.
Thank you, John.
Thank you for joining society and being a polite member of it. Thank you.
I start slowly now, though. It's only been the pizza guy because he's been the same pizza guy for the last 3 years. So we've had
this conversation before. I try so hard. I try so hard not to judge people, but when I go places and people I'm with don't tip, it like stings my fucking black heart.
Dude, I fucking gave this guy a tip and he looked at me like I fucking put the black disease in his hand. He was just like, "What the fuck? Did you just tip me?" He couldn't believe it.
I'm one of those tippers that I tip based off of service that's provided. Like, I understand, waiters, delivery drivers, people like that, they live off of tips because they don't make a livable wage. However, my thing is, if you give me complete shit service, I'm going to give you a complete shit tip. You're going to get a tip.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be 15. It's going to be less than 15%.
Well, I over tip.
Here's my thing.
But then most of the time, because we only go to the same place every fucking week now, our little pub and grub we go to every fucking week. That's the only place we go to now if we go out to eat or anything. And there I over tip because the thing is, they know exactly what time we're going to walk through the fucking doors on Thursdays and Saturdays. So before I even walk through the door, they already have my beer. Like, they see our car pull up, my beer's already at my fucking seat at the bar, and my wife's fucking Diet Coke is already sitting at the fucking her seat at the bar. Like, so there, I might run a $50 tab. I'm giving a $20 tip.
Yeah,
kind of situation.
here's my thing. Here's my thing about it though. For me, it was more like if I can't tip everybody, I won't tip anybody. And I know that's kind of like crude to say, right?
It sort of works like that in a restaurant. There's like a lot of restaurants and bars, tips are shared.
Yeah, well,
but not necessarily like to the cooks, not necessarily to like the line cooks and the freaking.
No, what I meant, like if I can't serve like the McDonald's guy who's working his ass off, right? You know what I mean? And it's just not that McDonald's is just an example. You know, I would never.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I just feel like if
you're saying if they're in a place where I'm not allowed to give them a tip, then why should I tip at all?
That's how I feel. And yeah, everybody, people live off of tips.
That's my main argument for over tipping.
Yeah.
You know, and this is by the way, like I very rarely go out, and these two can attest sometimes. Like I very rarely go out enough.
He goes out when he has company.
Well, basically, and then like so my over tipping is me going out like thrice a year. You know what I mean? And I
love that band.
Well, to
right. Jesus
when I go to these particular restaurants or places, they're not typically the places that you're going to get bad service at. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
They're not typically those kind of places. So I'm going to be tipping anyways. You know what I mean? Like it's already factored into my, you know, however much I plan to freaking to flip and spend, or if I plan on picking up the tab for somebody, like I already factor all that in so that I can give a good tip. Like,
well, that's kind of the.
This
fucking pizza shut up.
His pizza's there. He's excited. Look at how fucking excited he got.
Oh, you downstairs? I'm coming down now.
Called it.
No problem.
John got his pizza. All right,
we'll see you in a fucking minute, John.
John got his pizza.
Bruh. But I mean, and that's the thing. Like, you know, even like when we were out in Kansas City, there was one place we went to, and the service was fucking horrible. I'm out of town on vacation. I still tipped good in that situation.
Yeah,
because I'm a tourist. I'm visiting. I'm not going to be a dickhead when I'm out.
You're not going to ever hear me defend restaurants or establishments that don't provide adequate service.
Fuck. We're gonna butt fuck. We're gonna butt fuck now.
Yeah, we can tell.
John, your tism's showing. He still can't fucking hear us.
He still can't hear us.
I can hear you.
He doesn't have his headset on.
I can hear you.
How the fuck can you hear us?
It's called noise suppression.
You've got external speakers on top of your headphones, and you just switched over to your speakers when you went to go grab your fucking pizza.
Eat your fucking pizza.
My guy. I knew I taught you some fucking tricks.
Listen, I was just about to say, bro.
I knew I taught your ass some fucking tricks.
If it wasn't for this fucking beacon, bro, I'm telling you. And you want to know something? I almost returned this thing again, right? Because I thought I was having issues.
Which one, the mic or the fucking...
The mic. So I was like, wait a minute. I was like, this can't be happening again. No way. Bought a brand new set of fucking USB-C cords, and they're fucking working like fucking beauty now.
It was the cord that was the problem.
It was the cord.
So here's what I've done already, because you've had those issues. I haven't had any of those issues with mine, and I've had my mic way longer than you've had yours.
Yeah.
But because you started having those issues, I went on their website months ago and ordered like 4 extra fucking USB cords from them. And just fucking kept them in the fucking packaging. They're in a fucking tote. Just that way, if a cord starts acting weird or something, I can just fucking swap that bitch out.
Yeah, and I've had it like this for the last week and a half now, and it's been working pretty good.
I'm gonna have to get up with you on mic settings once I get all my shit set back up. Once we get to the new place,
I got you.
Because every time I use my mic and I use my external speakers, for some reason the fucking speakers still pick up or the mic still picks up my fucking speakers. Like I can't figure out how to get the noise suppression just fucking right.
Hey Joe, when's Amy getting home?
It is 1:04. She doesn't get off till 5.
Oh, fuck.
So
God
around 6.
I was hoping we'd get a live reaction.
Nah, that's not gonna fucking happen.
I gotta say, I like your setup, Squillini. Your living room is a good studio.
It's a good temporary studio because I will go ahead and tell you this right now: the wife would not let this fucking stand full time. She's bitched about it every day since I set it up, but she's only put up with it because of the fact that we're fucking moving in 2 days. So she knows it's just temporary. But the more I've been using like this bigger, the 75-inch TV in our living room as a monitor, the more I'm thinking I might actually buy like a 55-inch or something for in the basement to mount to the wall, put the desk a little bit further away from the TV to where like I'm back like here, and then have the TV as my fucking monitor. So that as a monitor to use, because I like it. It's pretty fucking
It's interesting
legit.
you say that too, because I have this thing over here and I want to use it, but I don't know for what.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to put it up on the wall and see what happens.
The other side of me, what I'm looking at is getting a 55-inch, and in my new space that I'm going to have once we get to the new house, I'm going to have a wall behind me. And what I'm thinking is doing like a virtual like fucking board and putting it up there, and then having an HDMI cable that kind of goes under a cable channel or something across the fucking floor to that TV, and just like throwing up a full like my logo or like a full screen version of like my fucking logo and shit on that TV behind me during my productions and stuff. So like when we're doing this, I would throw up like the DD214 Network logo on the TV behind me.
I like that. You're tickling my balls right now. And what else you guys got? Any movies? Any TV shows?
I wanted to watch something for you guys, but I really just didn't get a chance to the last couple of days. I got to like another kind of like stopping point in Doom Eternal, and I took the game out and I put Red Dead back in because I'm really enjoying it, and so it's kind of like. So I went back to Cowboy Land the other night. I've been just fucking around on that like last couple nights, like just riding my horse and playing poker and getting into shootouts with random assholes. You know what I mean? Like that's just doing it the Jay Campbell way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so
I'm actually
what you got?
I'm gonna be playing Red Dead 1 and 2, but in order for my stream.
Back to back?
Yeah, because Yumi and Lore, they're about to finish Power Rangers, and I'm about to
I need
pitch.
to go and watch the fucking Power Rangers episode you guys did.
Yeah. There's a few of them. There's one that's supposed to be coming out this week. But I'm going to be pitching to them Red Dead Redemption. So that's going to be my project. Hopefully,
there's lore. There's definitely lore in it. Like
that's why I've got to watch the fucking Power Rangers episodes.
I could actually, believe it or not, John, I can actually help you with some of that.
Oh, I know.
Like there's a whole wiki on that universe, and I've read through like quite a bit of it. Like as far as like different characters and people you have interactions with, you know what I mean? And some of the
What's your favorite stranger?
Like the dude from fucking Red Dead 1, the goddamn like death. like whatever. Like,
is he the one with the top hat?
Yeah, the one with the top hat, and he only appears in Red Dead 2 like on a painting.
Yeah,
and like behind you in a mirror. You know what I mean? Like that dude was fucking. That dude was like playing Red Dead 1. When I played that when it came out, I played it before the army, but when I got to my duty state, my first duty station, and got my Xbox finally. I played the fuck out of it when I was a private, because like I wasn't doing a lot after work or whatever, like aside from like going for a jog or like going to the gym here and there, but I wasn't doing a lot. So sometimes I'd get homesick for Arizona, and I'd pop in Red Dead 1. You know what I mean? And that was like the perfect game to like just black the fuck out and just go. And Red Dead 2 is very similar. You know what I mean? Just plug it in, fucking press play, and freaking.
The only thing with Red Dead 2 is that it looks better.
Basically, yes. Like the graphics got better. That's really because like Red Dead 1 is still entirely open world. You can still do a whole lot of stuff. Like it might not be quite as immersive, but the landscapes are amazing. The landscapes are fucking amazing. You know what I mean? And they really outdid themselves in Red Dead 2. They really outdid themselves.
Yeah, that's why I'm really like excited to do this playthrough, because it's going to be a playthrough on Twitch that I'm going to be doing, but also like to pitch it for an episode to run the lore with. If there's any game I know, it's Red Dead Redemption. There
are things that I'll run across, like videos on YouTube. There's things I haven't seen for myself. Still to this day, I've been playing the shit out of this game for 5 fucking years. It's gonna be this year's like 5 years plus. I've been playing the absolute fuck out of this game, and there's still shit that I haven't seen. Are
you familiar with the letter from Brother Rodolfo?
Is that the where you discover like a monk's body?
Like, I think it's a monk.
Yeah, like down in the southern, like south, what would that be, southwestern part of it? Like, and you discover a dude's body on the fucking side of the hill or whatever. Yeah.
Yep. So there's do you know what the theory is about that letter?
What you got?
That letter was written by the Hauser brother who left Rockstar.
What do you mean?
So do you mind if I read the letter real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
So as you guys know, Red Dead. Yeah, letter to Brother Rodolfo. So as you guys know, let me see which Hauser brother left Rockstar. So Dan Hauser.
Okay.
So apparently this letter is a letter from his brother Sam, like replying to him.
Okay.
Listen carefully, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your letter. Sometimes politics and the ways of the church are not as pure as perhaps you wish they were. The world is the world of men. Yes, you say God has given it to us, but perhaps you wish they were. Oh, whoops. But we must live in the world as it is, amongst men, some of who are both powerful and not entirely receptive to our message, such as the king at this time, or at least so are his envoys. Perhaps my weakness is a terrible sin, and the concessions I granted them will lead me to hell, as you suggest. But equally, it is possible that your pride is also perhaps a little sinful. I do not know. I have learned that we are at our most vulnerable when we judge others harshest, and I beg you to reconsider your plan to leave the mission. We need your energy here amongst men. Perhaps, as you say, God calls you from the east, which is really interesting because Sam
he's found in the west.
And Dan Hauser has a new company called Absurd Adventures, which, if you think about it, it's in the east side of the world.
Interesting.
Where was I? But firstly, I would like to remind you that the Magi traveled west, and your journey from the mission is an extreme perilous one. Like you, I believe in acts of blind faith, but unlike you, I do not believe God wants us to be stupid. Please stay in California until I arrive next March. And the last paragraph says, I implore you to show wisdom, loyalty, and humility at this profoundly difficult time for all of our brotherhood in the new world, and to refrain from making this perilous and vainglorious journey alone. Our very survival depends on it.
That's a very interesting theory on the origin of that letter, because that character, you find him and there's an artifact on him, basically.
Yeah.
And there's that letter. And there's that letter, and that's it. That's like that, and that, like, there's nothing further in the game.
Bless you.
Nothing special.
He gets drawn on the map. It gets drawn on the map where you find him. You know, it gets drawn on the map, but like that's it. That's all it is in the game.
So interesting that
I need to go and play fucking Red Dead, the first one.
Yeah, when I
haven't played Red Dead in fucking, I would suck at Red Dead 1 right now. I would suck because I haven't played.
I've only played fucking Red Dead 2. I never played the first one.
Oh,
really?
Dude, I would highly recommend Red Dead, and highly recommend Red Dead and Undead Nightmare. There's a DLC.
Yes, and it's on Steam too.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
The best way to start this is if you start with Red Dead 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because Red Dead 1 is actually the sequel.
He's right.
Technically, yeah. No, I know that much from.
Are you gonna Star Wars this shit?
Well, I've already played Red Dead 2.
Yeah. You should refresh yourself and play it again.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished it like fucking 2 months ago before I fucking started packing up my fucking office.
I just love how Red Dead 1 just really continues the story, and you didn't even think about a Red Dead 2 at all.
Didn't even know.
So
that's why I cried. That's why I cried for that game.
Here's my thing though. I love the fact that they kind of Star Wars that shit, and they released the fucking sequel before they released the fucking prequel.
Right.
So, as long as we ain't got no little whiny ass bitches like fucking little fucking Anakin Skywalker in this shit.
There's a few, right, Jay?
Every Red Dead and like GTA
has their own fucking whiny ass bitch.
Every Rockstar game has whiny ass bitches in it.
And his name is Micah.
Well, that's just like in fucking GTA 5. His name's fucking Trevor.
He's not a whiny. Trevor's just a fucking psycho. He's not a whiny.
I consider Trevor a fucking whiny bitch.
No. Who was that dude in GTA 4 that it was like the street soldier guy? And
Packy.
No. The dude.
Brucey?
No. The dude that was like doing like the videos for like, because he like reformed his life or whatever.
Oh, the Ice-T guy, the hip hop guy who worked in it looked like a daycare center in the hood. And
he was like all energetic or whatever. And that chick that was a coke dealer like shot him in the head on that one match because she just got tired of his shit.
She got crazy. Yeah, I got you right now. His name is I have the list of characters. Little Manny Escuela.
Manny Escuela. He was a little bitch.
Yeah, and it's my boy was Packy.
Packy was just down as fuck. He's Irish. He's fucking Irish.
Packy was always like, "Come on, Nico, they're fucking with you. Come
Let's
on, man.
Let's go. Whose car are we taking? And
it's cool because in GTA 5, you could actually hire Packy as one of your gang members.
Yeah.
I wonder whatever happened to Nico after the events of GTA 4, because Lester says some stuff.
Yeah, they mention him in GTA 5, but not by name. But they mention like shit that he did.
Yeah, Lester says there is that one guy from Liberty that what do you say, that Eastern European guy from Liberty City, but he's gone dark. Can you imagine if he shows up in GTA 6 as like the fucking
like the Godfather?
Yeah, right. Like this, like the Tommy Vercetti of the fucking series.
GTA 5. They killed Johnny from Lost and Damned.
Yes. I didn't think he was a great character though.
He wasn't a great character. I wasn't a huge fan of them just like offing him like that.
I thought Gay Tony and Luis were way better.
Well,
why does he got to be Gay Tony? Why can't he be straight
his name? That's his name. He's Gay Tony. The game is called The Ballad of Gay Tony.
I know.
I know.
John.
keep playing with it, man. Now I have to edit this out. I have to edit that. I have to edit the kayfabe out. I'm fucking with you.
All right. No, but yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of them.
Disclaimer: we do not edit anything out of this fucking podcast. By the way, for anybody fucking questioning things.
No, because we're good boys.
Yeah, you know what? For a bunch of fucking degenerates, we actually are pretty fucking goddamn good. So
for three dudes that fucking risen with the tism full time, Jay and Trains, John and fucking pizza.
Yep.
Me and just fucking everything.
Basically.
Pretty much technology. If it comes to technology, which, by the way, while we've been recording this podcast, Samsung has released their new cell phones for the year, the Galaxy, the S25 Ultra lineup.
Oh fuck, they're up to 25.
Yeah.
Do you know what I have?
Is Pablo Escobar going to get his hands on those too, like he did with the last one?
Wait, Jay, real quick, before you think that's like a legit thing, what they did was after the 10. They started numbering them based off of the year they were released.
Oh, well, how many years is that?
So, I think it was the 20. So 2020 was the first year.
Okay. So, well, that's still pretty bad because I have an S9.
So, yeah. So there's been 15 Samsung Galaxy S series phones in total.
So I'm down 6. Okay. Cool. I just don't need all the bells and whistles and the fireworks. You know what I mean? It's like I just need, text and
no, there'd be 16
internet.
Because the first Samsung Galaxy phone wasn't an S series. They just called it the Galaxy. The only reason that I'm thinking of that is because the first Samsung's Android phone came out at the same time as the first iPhone. And there's been 16 iPhones so far.
My eyeballs are bleeding.
Oh shit! The DJI is on sale for $229.
Oh my god!
And yes, I am that big of a fucking tech nerd, Jay.
All of you guys, all of you guys are. I love you. I love all of you dearly. I just don't like my ears.
Which DJI? The Osmo Pocket 3?
A 4.
I literally turn into like that. Like, remember when they opened up like the Ark of the Covenant in Raiders of the Lost Ark? And their fucking faces start melting. Like when you guys start talking tech shit, like my fucking face starts melting.
I mean, I'm kind of looking into a fucking another camera. I think I'm going to buy a DJI drone, man. I really think I'm going to go for it.
Well, I'm looking at. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I'm using the DJI right now.
Nothing. No camera is powerful enough to hide that ugly mug, John.
I know. I don't need it to. Wait till they see my teeth.
Yeah. These poor bastards.
So, I saw this the other day, John. And I'm going to share my screen. And I thought of you.
Yeah, look at that.
So it's a 4K fucking video recorder. It's got built-in fucking omnidirectional microphones, so you can record on the go, or you can plug it up via USB to your computer and use it as a fucking webcam.
Okay, this is a problem. Yeah, that's good because that's what I'm kind of looking for at the moment. Something that's versatile, like me.
I'll send you the link. I'll send you the fucking link.
Yeah,
he'll send you the link, you fucking twink. Like, yeah. So how about that foosball, Joe? Are you ready for foosball this weekend?
I got some news. Talk about football, and then I got some news for you guys.
Go Bills! Go fucking Bills!
Bills.
That's the fucking extent of my fucking foosball talk right there, Jay. We've got the fucking Eagles versus the Commanders on Sunday for fucking the NFC. I can't fucking in any good faith go for either of those two fucking teams.
Yeah, but who do you think is going to win? Who's it going to be? Like if you
honestly, if I had to say out of who I want to win out of the two, the Commanders. And here's why. Because I don't want to see another fucking Chiefs-Eagles fucking Super Bowl.
Oh. I mean, what do you
Damn, that's harsh.
I mean, what are you gonna John, we're like Patriots 2.0 over here. Like this is the seventh year in a row. 7 years in a row we've been in the AFC Championship. So I can understand people being a little bit fatigued with the success of the Chiefs, but
well, I mean, the thing is, the excitement of Chiefs versus Eagles isn't there this year if it were to happen, as it was the last time, because it's not brother versus brother this time. We don't have the Kelseys going,
We've played in 4 out of the last 5 Super Bowls. 4 out of the last 5. And we've played the 49ers twice. We beat the Eagles and we lost to the Bucks. Yeah. So there's fatigue. There's a lot of fatigue there. Like we've been there. We've won the last 2. We've won the last 2. And you know what I mean? I can see the fatigue. The thing is, if we're going into it and looking at it from a perspective too, though, like going into playoffs, the AFC and the NFC championship weekend, we've got the Chiefs versus the Bills. Yes, Chiefs have home field advantage, all that fucking good old shit. But the only team that legitimately beat the Chiefs this season was the Bills. Yeah. And it was by like less than a score. But but I mean, every game the Chiefs have won this season was by less than a fucking score. Less than a fucking score. There's, the Chiefs lost 2 games. The only reason the second game they lost was because at that point they'd already clinched the fucking division. We clinched first seed. We clinched number 1 seed. Clinched the conference. Y'all already had fucking first seed. Yeah. You didn't need to fucking play your good players that game. You could fucking rest fucking Mahomes and Kelsey and all your fucking starters. Yeah. That's the only reason why y'all lost that second game. I will give that to you. Oh, yeah. I mean, it happens. It happens. Is the Bills-Chiefs game is going to be more interesting because this is kind of the Chiefs able to come back and say, hey, you just purely won because we just had an off week? Or do the Bills come in and Josh Allen and the fucking Bills make a statement and say, you know what? You remember what happened last time the Bills were in Kansas City? That was the 13-second game. John, if you're not familiar, it was like some fucking WWE shit, dude. And I don't mean scripted. It was like there was 13 seconds left in the game, and the Chiefs got the ball back like on like the fucking negative yard line, like fuck you yard line. And they had to get within field goal range, and they got within field goal range, and they tied it, and they went to overtime, and the Chiefs won in overtime. Yeah, that's what happened the last time the Bills played here in the playoffs, and like they've been hungry. They've been hungry for a couple of years now. So, I mean, the Bills definitely, they have something to prove going into this weekend. I'd love to see the fucking Commanders make it. Even though I'm a fucking Cowboys fan, it's been too long since the Commanders have even had this fucking chance. I couldn't believe like the absolute ass whipping they put on the fucking Lions. I could not believe it. They absolutely beat them senseless. I want to know where fucking Golf and the fucking Lions were at. I don't fucking know. Because they didn't fucking show up. The goddamn Commanders were smart and they didn't take their foot off the goddamn gas pedal. Like soon as the Lions started faltering, they were like, whoa! And there was no brakes. They were redlining the fuck out of that fucking car. They fucking That's like when you like when you're in a fucking fight and you see somebody like stumble a little bit and you're like, oh, I got you. So you fucking you turn it up to fucking 11 right then. You're like, I got you. Yeah. Now it's fucking on. Yeah. Now it's fucking on. That's kind of, if we're looking at like a boxing match, that's where once you get your opponent to fucking kind of wobble a little bit on their fucking feet, now you just stay wide fucking open and just keep fucking smoking them. Start smoking because they're not going to be able to catch their fucking breath. Yeah, don't let them up. Don't let them up. Fucking don't let them up. Fucking Dan Quinn, shout out to Dan Quinn for taking the fucking Commanders from the bullshit they've had to deal with the last several fucking seasons. Several seasons. To what they've done this season. Even if
even if the Commanders go in and lose to the fucking Eagles,
even if they go in and lose the Eagles
this fucking weekend, props to Dan Quinn.
Fuck
I
yeah.
can't wait to see what happens with the 2025 to 2026 season for the
Agreed.
fucking Commanders. Because holy fuck.
Yeah. They're on their like fucking third name in like how many years? You know what I mean? Like that, like the whole organization has been like,
if we look back at it, Rivera went in and took over head coach of Washington right when the Redskins name went away and they didn't have an official name for Rivera's first season.
it's a football team.
Yeah, they just went by fucking the Washington football team.
I kind of wish they kept that. I thought that was kind of cool. I'm not gonna.
That was.
Gonna lie.
It was fucking interesting.
It's like a soccer, like kind of like the soccer, like being a soccer club. Yeah. It's like Barcelona soccer club. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it's like
well,
I kind of dug it.
Hold on. It's not the Barcelona soccer club. It's the Barcelona football club,
or Real Madrid, or like it's like a soccer name. It's like a soccer.
Yeah,
name.
it was kind of like an homage to fucking football. Yeah. But Rivera comes in, and then at the same time, Rivera finds out he's got fucking cancer.
Yeah, that was
Rivera just didn't.
That was sad. That made me. That really hurt my. I don't keep up on a lot of the off-season stuff. I don't keep up on a lot of the other teams and some of their internal, like general managers, owners, coaches. I don't keep up on a lot of stuff, but I remember when that news came out that like the dude got cancer, and I was like, oh.
The thing is, the majority of that entire season, props to fucking Ron Rivera. Mad props to fucking Riverboat Ron. Finds out he's got cancer, goes through fucking chemo treatment, still shows up to every fucking game.
Yep.
And
bad motherfucker right there.
And being someone who had a parent that went through fucking chemo treatment and shit, I know the kind of toll that fucking takes.
Yeah.
He had to have been fucking exhausted, fucking hurt, and some days not wanting to even fucking go to work. But he still showed up for his fucking team, powered through it. And he was just dealt a fucking shitty hand with the fucking Washington team.
Yeah. It weren't his.
Then they get rid of Rivera.
Yeah.
There was a coach in between Rivera and Quinn last season, and then fucking Dan Quinn comes in this season and fucking just
turned it the
fucking
around. Turn around every now and then.
Hold on. Do it again.
Turn around every now and then. I get a little bit cold when I see the fucking look in your eyes.
Turn around
every now and then.
Oh shit! All right. So this weekend,
I just got Edge of 17 out of my head. Now,
this weekend we're going. Yeah, this weekend we're going.
John, it's a total eclipse of the heart, dude. It'll be all right.
What's your call for this weekend, Jack?
I've got. You're gonna hate my fucking guts.
You're gonna say fucking Chiefs. I know you're gonna say Chiefs.
Yeah. And here's why. When they lost to the Bills this year, no excuses. They lost. They lost a fair game, fair and square. No excuses on that. They're playing against playoff Mahomes. They're playing in Arrowhead. And I just don't see the Bills repeating their success from earlier this year. That's my main. It's a 50-50 game. Like you flip a coin, like look at the gambling odds right now. It's a 50-50 shot. Like flip a coin.
Yeah.
Flip a coin, pick a winner, and you've got that exact amount of odds. Okay. I'm going with the Chiefs mainly because they've already lost to the Bills once, so they've already seen them. And traditionally, this does not mean the Bills can't win. Traditionally in the NFL, teams that beat the team they play in the playoffs have a kind of a bad record against the teams that they beat in the season. Traditionally. Not always, but traditionally. And then again, we're at Arrowhead. We are home. Like your boy Jay, we're pre-recording right now. Your boy Jay, while everybody else is fucking like waking up and making their coffee and fucking listening to us talk shit, like I'm at Arrowhead right now. I'm sitting at Arrowhead right fucking now while you're watching this. Like I'm already there. I've already been there for a few hours at this point while you watch this as it gets posted. So I'm already there. So that's they're at home. They're at home. And I think that's going to play a big factor. It always does. So obviously I got the Chiefs. I want Washington to win. I don't think they're going to. I think it's going to be fucking goddamn Eagles Chiefs. I'm sorry. I think it's going to be fucking Eagles Chiefs. I really do. And it might not be the fucking dressing that everybody wants on their fucking salad this year. That's fucking football, tough shit. You know what I mean? And if the Bills and the Commanders pull it off, freaking, that's also football, tough shit. You're not going to see me.
That's fucking football right there.
That's fucking football. Next week, if we come back and the Chiefs lost, you're not going to see me fucking crying about it, okay? Because we've been to 7 motherfucking AFC championships in a row. I remember when I just wanted to like sniff the panties of the Super Bowl, which is basically the AFC championship. Okay,
I'm a panty sniffer too.
Well,
that doesn't fucking surprise me.
I just wanted to sniff the panties of the Super Bowl, and like after Joe Montana retired, this is how far back your buddy Jay goes, and way before him too. But
fucking Jesus Christ, the Joe Montana fucking Jerry Rice era.
Joe Montana took us to the AFC Championship in '93. That was the last motherfucking time until Mahomes came in. That was the last motherfucking time until Mahomes came in. So we're talking like 25 motherfucking years. I had to wait just to fucking sniff the Super Bowl. Not even go there, just sniff it. And I will never forget those dark years as a Chiefs fan when there was no fucking light in the forest and everything was fucking dark and bleak. There was one year we had the fucking number 1 goddamn draft pick. That's how bad that season. That's how bad that season was. Dude, I'm not being dramatic. We had a season. We were the worst.
That's Chiefs fans for you, John.
We were the worst. Dude, we were the worst team in the NFL. This is the year before Andy Reid came, by the way. We were the worst team.
I don't know. Have you ever been a fucking Cowboys fan?
Are you done? Are you done? I'm trying to cry here ahead of time. Thank you. Are you done? Like, not only do we have the worst team in the NFL that year,
shit.
One of our players, like,
I hope Reed's mustache freezes to his face again.
Are you fucking done? Are you fucking done? Are you fucking done? I don't even have a mustache. Like, I fucking hate you guys. God damn it.
We could put one on there for you.
Oh, here we fucking go with this.
Hold on. Let me go grab some of the fucking trimmers from when I shaved my beard this morning.
Back to the fucking
I'm pretty sure there's enough we can fucking make you one.
back to the homo shit, huh? All right. Listen, you two, don't turn this fucking rape into a murder, okay? Like fuck both of you. All right? Fuck both of you.
Whoa. Calm down there, buddy. Chill the fuck out. I'm gonna need you to take a step back, sir.
I'm gonna need, sir. You're getting a little
Sir,
aggressive.
I'm going to need your license and registration.
Sir,
don't reach for anything. Sir, he's got a gun.
Sir.
Yeah.
FBI, open up. Like, where's it at? FBI, open up. Anyways, no. We had a player, one of our players off himself in the parking lot in front of some of the coaches that year. It was that bad of a year. It wasn't just It was a horrific fucking year. And I think the next year was when Andy Reid came on. And that, like, it completely turned the whole program around. And for those of us Kansas City fans, yes, we've enjoyed a lot of the fruits of success after Mahomes came on, even if we lose this weekend, like this being a pre-record, even if we fucking lose this weekend, you're not going to see me cry next week. Like, I will never forget, like, the darkest of days and being in the middle of the forest when there wasn't an ounce of light and you're crawling on your hands and knees because you can't even see fucking, like, your hand in front of your face, right? Like, as a football fan. Like, I'll never – 7 AFC championships in a row, like, it's going to be really – like, I want the Chiefs to win. I'll be a little sad in my heart, okay? But Jesus Christ, we're like back-to-back Super Bowl champions right now. We just won the last two, and we're in the AFC Championship again. It's going to be really hard to cry about it if we do happen to like take a fall. Like it's just going to be like I'd be like, all right, we'll see what happens next year. You know what I mean? Like whatever. Like three Super Bowl fucking trophies in 5 years, 4 Super Bowl appearances in 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to fucking cry about? You know what I mean?
So,
what am I going to cry about?
My next thing, and this is just more football talk for a second.
What you got?
With McCarthy being gone for Dallas, because Jones got rid of fucking McCarthy
for next season. You're talking about next season?
For next season. And we're going into the end of the playoffs.
Spags is talking. Our coach is fucking talking about. If you guys pick up Spags, I think you guys might make a fucking run. That's so, I think it's our defensive head coach. Fucking
my thing is, so not just from the coaching atmosphere, because obviously the coaches are coaches. That's what they are. And then at the same time, no matter what coaches are in place, as long as Jones is still the owner of the fucking Cowboys.
It's kind of like Steinbrenner when he owned the Yankees, right, John?
Yeah. The coaches are literally, for the Cowboys, the coaches are just fucking glorified babysitters. I don't give two flying fucks what you say.
I'm not arguing your point. I'm not arguing the point. I think that's we could have a long conversation about owners fucking like encroaching on the teams that they own. Like the Royals owner wanting to fucking move them downtown from where the stadium is right now. Like that, remember that whole conversation? Like,
yeah,
shit like
now,
that. They're out of touch.
But see, so Jones has already come out and said that he's looking at, let's look at the fucking coaches he's looking at. He's looking at fucking bringing fucking Dion to Dallas.
No.
Trying to pull Dion out of fucking Colorado to fucking Dallas.
He didn't do that. He's doing good as a college coach, but he's not even doing that great. To bring him to the NFL. There's no fucking way, dude. There's no fucking way. He'd get steamrolled.
Now, the other side of that is, from a player standpoint, it's looking like Dallas is trying to figure out a quarterback situation, because Dak's kind of gone the way of, I hate to say this, Cam Newton. Cam, great quarterback in his early days, but then he started getting fucking hurt, and he just stayed fucking hurt. Same with fucking Romo.
You got that, but God, you can't keep getting rid of like that's Kansas City had that. That was Kansas City's problem in the 2000s. We couldn't keep a fucking quarterback, and it fucked us in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. We would have 13-3 seasons, and we'd lose in the playoffs.
Here's my ideal situation with this. We don't pick up a QB this year because there's no good QBs coming out of the fucking college side of things.
Not right now.
This year.
Not right
There's
now.
no super impressives. The next potentially impressive quarterback we have coming from college won't be until 2026 draft. So
I don't know, dude.
My outlook on this. Here's my outlook on this. And this is just from a pure looking at data and statistics and the way fucking the game plays and the way the drafts work and all that shit. 2025, we tank our fucking season. We tank our fucking season so we get a fucking decent draft pick going into 26. This year, we pick up, some defensive and offensive line players just to kind of fill some gaps that we need to fill.
Yeah.
We can't afford to get rid of CeeDee Lamb. We can't afford to get rid of fucking Diggs. We can't afford to get rid of Parsons. We got to keep those three guys. We can't fucking trade them. We can't get rid of them. We can't do anything with them because that's like core group right there.
Yeah. Well,
we tank our 25 season going into 26 so we can get a fucking first round pick.
It's a rebuild.
We keep Dak. We do a rebuild. We keep Dak in the, starting position for right now. we bring in this new QB, we get them fucking up to par, and then we switch Dak and the new QB out in 26, going into 27, whatever it might be, or keep Cooper Rush in fucking QB1 and fucking put Dak down to the fucking secondary.
There's a couple different options. Playing the QB fucking carousel in the NFL is always a fucking.
It's a fucking disaster.
It's rolling the dice is what you're doing. Yeah. You're rolling the dice and hoping for one good season or maybe two good seasons, but that's like you can't. My biggest argument when I was in high school is all the way back in the fucking 90s, like all back in the fucking olden days, right? Back in the 90s. Fucking my biggest argument with the Chiefs was they need a franchise QB. Well, you don't just fucking go out and get a franchise fucking QB. You either fucking draft one or you get lucky and you fucking like get a trade for somebody that's like a number 2 or a number 3 and they end up being the shit. I mean that's you can't. That's even more of rolling the dice than anything. Like you don't just shop for fucking franchise QBs. And so when you play the fucking quarterback shuffle with the team, you're talking about depending on how the dice fall, you're not just fucking your team for the next season or two. You're potentially fucking your team for like half of the next decade plus.
Yeah.
Plus. That's exactly what happened to the Chiefs in the early to mid 2000s and going into the late 2000s. On the backside of it, they're still playing the shuffle, and that was when we had some like bad, like we started getting bad, like bad, like bottom of the league bad playing football, and it started like 10 years before that playing the fucking quarterback carousel. You know what I mean? And it fucked us hard, like really hard, and I called it. We finally bring in Andy Reid. We brought in Alex Smith. We won our first playoff game in like 20 plus years or some shit with Alex Smith. And then we just so happened we fucking traded up in the draft and we got fucking Mahomes. And he turned the whole motherfucking franchise around. So we finally got the franchise QB. But from fucking Joe Montana to Patrick Mahomes was 25 fucking years, kids. You know what I mean? That's how long it takes to rebuild a football franchise. And the Cowboys have been hurting for like 30. And playing the quarterback carousel with the Cowboys now is just costing more time. It's just costing more time. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's about where John, did you say you had some news?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. This is good. Neighbor stole over $450,000 from veteran with ALS.
What? How?
Massachusetts man took repeated deliberated steps to steal from his neighbor, a U.S. Marine Corps veteran who was in the hospital again and again. Scolini, your message failed to load. There it is. Oh, you can read it? Good.
If I were to zoom in on your fucking screen, I could read your Discord shit. So you might that up with this camera angle.
Nah, nothing crazy is happening.
I've been fucking watching it this entire time. Like, fuck, I can read every fucking detail.
That's good. Good. I'm glad you can. You can read about all the things I'm trafficking then. Joseph Smith, 71, and others stole more than $450,000 in disability benefits from the man between roughly 2015 and 2020 when he was hospitalized with ALS. So yeah, he was after the 20-year Marine Corps veteran was diagnosed with the disease, the Veterans Benefits Administration began mailing him monthly disability checks in September 2015, in which his neighbor was going ham and taking it from him.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah,
So this is where unpopular opinion. This is why we should bring back lynchings.
Bury him under the jail. Just bury him under the fucking jail.
And the last one
Can we at least lynch him first and then bury him under the jail?
No, fucking put him in Gen Pop. Put him in fucking Gen Pop and make sure everybody fucking in there knows what the fuck he did. He'll be
that
fine.
he was stealing from a disabled veteran.
He'll be fucking fine. Oh, he'll be fine.
Yeah, true. The gang guys will fucking take care of him. He'll be a twink before too long.
I'll show him the ways. So this next news story is not gonna be that much better, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, here we go.
Fuck me.
A U.S. Army veteran's ex-wife is insisting that she is the surviving spouse after he died so she could steal his military benefits. Miranda Rachel Briggs of Rincon, Georgia, defrauded the Department of Veterans Affairs out of nearly $130,000 after she tried hiding the divorce, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of Georgia. Now Briggs, 34, has pleaded guilty to fraudulently claiming her ex-husband's benefits.
Jesus.
Squilini.
Depend a motherfucking potamus, motherfuckers.
There it is.
Damn, dude. God fucking
Jesus fucking Christ. Bury her under the fucking jail, too.
Greedy ass fucking bitches, dude. Greedy ass bitches.
I'm sorry. The second that fucking divorce paper is signed, you have no rights to my shit.
It gets even worse. She is the founder of Fight the War Within Foundation, a nonprofit that provides resources to individuals who have PTSD from their military service or work as a first responder. A biography for her on the organization's website says she founded the nonprofit after the loss of her warrior specialist, Garrett Briggs. The organization didn't immediately respond to McClathy News' request for comment on January 16th. So this is very fresh. This just happened a couple days ago.
Bitch, you got divorced. That ain't your warrior anymore. You're fucking divorced. What the fuck? Goddamn fucking goddamn. Can I say the word? Can I say the word? Word? I'm going to say the word. It starts with a C and it ends with an un.
Right. Fucking cunt. Fucking cunt. Like, fucking cunt. Like,
fucking Christ.
And this is the last of it. Just give me a second because I'm gonna have.
It can't get worse than this, John. It can't. Please tell me it doesn't.
Just wait. Let John fucking show you the ways. Like, remember when he would give us the quizzes and they were like impossible questions, and we were just like, wait, what? Like,
all right. So this
I know our fucking producer's a dickhead.
Here we go.
We love you, John. It's like, fuck you guys. Fuck you
I just realized you can't hear that.
Bruh.
That's why.
Here you go. I
got my pizza. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Filed to divorce her husband in September 2016, less than a year after they got married, according to court documents. The divorce was finalized in August 2017, an indictment shows. When they got married, she kept her maiden name Fisher, prosecutors said. She changed her last name to Briggs after she claimed her ex-husband's benefits, according to prosecutors. 2 weeks before his death, Briggs certified that she was divorced when she filed for bankruptcy in January 2018, prosecutors said. Within weeks of his death, Briggs claimed VA benefits and maintained her marriage never ended, prosecutors said. Following the divorce, her ex-husband had her removed as a recipient of his benefits, according to prosecutors. Though the VA initially denied Briggs's claim, she persisted and submitted additional paperwork claiming she and GB were married until his death in 2018, prosecutors said. Then the VA allowed her to start receiving benefits, according.
Don't hang out with greedy bitches, kids. Don't hang out with greedy fucking bitches, kids. Okay,
you know, kids, when you're a fucking platoon sergeant and your first sergeant warn you about the dependas that hang out around the fucking outside of the base, this is the fucking shit they're fucking talking about.
Not getting married to fucking strippers that like pretend they love you. You know what I mean? Like,
you only fuck the strippers. You don't marry them.
Just saying, dude. It's not hard. It's not hard. Like,
that's also how I fucked a midget, but we're not going to get into that story.
Joe, we'll talk about that another time. Like, we can.
Everyone's got a kink,
on
right?
Next episode of DD214 podcast, Joe fucks midget strippers.
There was this dude.
I'm okay with it. I'm totally on board.
I have
There's a whole fucking story behind that.
I have no issue with it either. But we knew this guy, and when I lived in New York City, in New York City.
New York City.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been watching a lot of What We Do in the Shadows, and the one character, he says New York City. And but there was this dude that we knew. His name was Los, and he used to walk around, and I would we would smoke and shit, and he would always check out midgets. Is that the correct term? We can't say that.
Little people. Little people.
I mean, politically correctness nowadays says little people.
Little people would be politically correct, but I mean, I don't think a lot of them take midgets offensively.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I'm going to refer to the great Brad Williams, one of the best comedians that's also a midget.
What did he say?
Someone got on his case for calling his own people midgets. And he's like, motherfucker, I am one. I don't care. It's not demeaning to me. I'm a fucking midget.
It happens. I mean, it does. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I feel like a midget, like when I'm around some of the fucking football players and like professional wrestlers and shit. And that's why like Samuel Colt. That's why Samuel Colt made people like, what would you say his name was? Brad what?
Williams.
Brad Williams fucking is equal too. Because Samuel Colt fucking made it that way. That's like
and look,
I love
guys,
all the references to fucking Colt in this episode. Like,
hey man, God created man. Samuel Colt fucking made everyone equal. Made everyone equal.
God created man. Samuel Colt created firearms. Firearms made everyone equal.
And I just want to say, if we are wrong about that term, someone educate us, please. Because we don't know unless
I'm pretty sure little people is the politically correct term. I don't know how many people actually object to the term midget though. I'm not familiar with that. I'm not familiar.
Yeah, I don't
like we're not calling them like fucking pecs like in fucking Willow. You know what I mean? Remember when Val Kilmer would call what's his name a peck? Like it's not like we're not doing that shit. Like it's not like it's not.
We're not using it as a derogatory term. We're just using it to explain that you're just short.
Just saying.
I mean, my wife's 5'2", and I call her a midget all the fucking time.
Yeah,
she's technically not a midget.
I'm gonna fucking like put you in my fucking pocket and fucking take you down the street with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking.
All right. Well,
who run Bartertown? Who run Bartertown?
So we are coming up towards the end now. Yeah, and Jay, this is
midget. It's supposed to be little people, you assholes.
We're gonna see. The blind people came after us before. We're gonna see what happens now.
Damn it.
But
we don't talk about the blind people, John.
But we are always open to conversation if we're wrong, because
they're not blind, they're visually impaired. Remember, we had this whole ordeal about that. We're not supposed to call them blind.
It's not my fault the dude fucked the bush. It's not my fault, all right? I'm just saying. It's not my fault. His story, not mine. But yeah.
And then he got mad about it.
Yeah, you know what's funny? The guy, the Bear, the one who watches our show, Bear knows him. That's where I knew him from. That guy.
Is that kid doing okay? Is he doing? I still feel bad about that.
I don't fucking know. I don't feel bad. He knew what he was walking into. Everybody told him, "Are you sure you want to go into that show? Because they're wild on there."
We have a disclaimer for a fucking reason. We have a disclaimer.
This is really the show that if you aren't 100% sure that you're going to be okay being here, you should not fucking be here.
Yeah. No.
That's not a test. That's not a test. No. That's us. That's a legitimate
That's us saying
we're doing you a favor.
When we take a cook, an infantryman, and a fucking MP and stick them in a fucking room together, you get shenanigans.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna fucking happen. Don't.
And 9 times out of 10, the MP is gonna put fucking cuffs on the infantry guy.
Just don't. Will you stop? Fucking.
While the twink fucking sits in the corner jacking off.
Will you fucking stop?
Not like I'm not used to it anyway.
You're gonna fuck it. What you see is what you get, and we don't make it a secret.
No, not at all.
And occasionally, we get a little fucking rambunctious on here. And so it's not my fault if I'm able to have a nice conversation with somebody and draw out of them a nice story about how they lost their virginity. Okay? That's not my fucking fault. That was, again, it was over the course of a conversation.
It was casual.
Wait,
it was very casual.
Why didn't we ever have this conversation with, what the fuck? I feel like I missed out on an entire ass conversation.
Well, you did.
So the situation that happened, we were having a conversation.
You never tried to drag the fucking how I lose my virginity story out of me.
What, that wasn't, you weren't a fucking guest on the show, dude. I got to take a piss.
I was too.
John, fucking, I'll be right back. Explain this to him, please. Please.
Yeah, well,
fucking dickhead.
I mean, we didn't know that we would ever do show and tell about our virginities.
I mean, you know, it's one of those things when you've got three guys talking, usually the how'd you lose your virginity story comes up at some point. Yet here it is 2 years later, and that story still hasn't fucking come up, you dickheads.
Oh, shit.
By the way, she was my babysitter.
Oh, shit.
Fucking Jay from the other fucking room. Perfect. I knew I'd get a fucking reaction out of him on that one. So I'm gonna need for this episode when we do post this, John, we need to do like a twink counter. And if I have to fucking take the episode and fucking do the edits to fucking add the twink counter in before it fucking goes up, because I want to know how many times we said twink in this one fucking episode.
That's easy. Put
it like in the bottom corner beside your screen. Once
I go into Riverside, I'll be able to count them and do a thing there.
Well, I was gonna say Riverside has the fucking AI to where you can just say how many times did this one word fucking show up. So before we end this episode, twink, 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 twink. Twinkity twink twink.
Jesus Christ, are you done? Like, oh my God. Yeah.
That's my gimmick now. I'm your favorite veteran twink.
Also, Joe, I do have an answer to your earlier question. One of the reasons I think we don't talk about like how we lost our virginities.
Because of that fucking episode.
Because it happened like fucking 30 fucking years ago, dude.
Yeah,
like
it doesn't fucking matter anymore.
Yeah, I'm so far past that. Like, that's like when
it only matters if you lost your virginity fucking a goat or a fucking donkey. That's the only times we need to know these things.
Jesus fucking.
That's illegal. Man.
Holy fuck! Like this. I was
in the U.S. It is, but I will tell you, I've seen some shit in Afghanistan.
It's not lying. It's not lying.
Like, fucking J knows.
Listen, I've seen the Twitter videos and they are not pleasant. All right. So we're here at the end. Jay, this is your week this week. I know what a way to.
Yeah.
I don't fuck this entire fucking closing statement out.
You're good.
Going straight to fucking goat and donkey fucking right at the end.
You're good. No, you're fine. You're fucking fine. Oh no, everything's fine. No, no, it is. We are here at the end. Well, this is the part of the show we do like to actually like chill out a little bit, at least a little bit, and take seriously.
I've never done this before.
We do want to thank everybody. Are you done? Are you done?
No, that
he's on one. Bruh. On one today. On one. We're all on. Here we go.
I'm a different person on Wednesdays than I am on Sundays.
It's all good.
So we're gonna move the show to fucking Wednesdays now, because John's on a whole different fucking level at this point.
We'd burn the whole motherfucker down, dude.
Fucking YouTube would have to shut down if we started going live on fucking Wednesdays.
If we had. Oh man, if we had any morals, then they've all been shot out the window today.
Pretty much.
What is this word you speak of?
Right.
Morals?
Well, yeah.
Oh wait, that's right.
What
yeah,
the fuck
morals.
Are those? It's never a war crime the first time. Just let me remind you of that.
Tell me what I'm not supposed to do first.
Yeah. If I don't know I'm not supposed to do it, it's not a war crime. All right, Jay. I'm done.
No, you're good. You're good. No, I did want to say thank you to everybody that joined us today. Anybody that's watching after or on any of the alternate areas you can view or listen to our podcast. We do appreciate your viewership and your listenership. So thank you for all that. This week, I don't have a lot, but we when I was in I tell you guys I do group therapy every week, right?
Yep.
Well, because we're pre-recording and today's Wednesday instead of Sunday like we normally do, I do my group therapy on Tuesday. So that was for me right now, that was yesterday. And without getting too deep into the weeds, one of the big topics yesterday, or one of the things that kept coming up, was the topic of isolation. And Joe's talked about it throughout the holidays. John brings it up a lot when he does the final thought, and I kind of wanted to continue hammering home the topic of isolation, and when we isolate, and what happens to us internally when we isolate, and that when we have people that surround us that love us, when we have people that are in the same household. Sometimes some of us might even live alone. Even if you live alone, get the fuck out. Like, go talk to people. If you need to go down to the basement, or if you need to go to your room for a little bit and take an hour or two and have a breather, and then go back out and see everybody and deal with the household, that's okay too. Life stress happens. It's always better to walk away. They tell us in the Army all the time, walk away. When you're feeling a certain kind of way, just let it go. It's in the moment. It doesn't mean the problem's going to go away. You will have to face it somewhere down the road, but in the moment, it's not worth it to hold on to and get over agitated or overly aggressive or anything. It's like, fuck it, walk the fuck away. And if you're isolating, if you're being alone too much, like, it's okay to be alone sometimes when you need to be alone. If you're doing it too much, that creates a different pattern, and you need to get out, and you do need to be around people, and you need to find people you can be around in a good way. If you're having a bad day, if you're having a bad week, if you're in a bad season, okay, we understand that happens. All three of us on this show understand all too well that it happens. Okay. We understand depression. We understand anxiety. We understand post-traumatic stress. Okay. There's nothing wrong with being alone, but you can't be alone too much. If you're having like a super bad day, and you just cannot fucking feel yourself anymore, okay, reach out to somebody. Okay. It can be a friend. It can be a family member. It can be your wife or your husband. Okay. A brother or sister, a homie. Okay. Somebody that can talk to you and just take you a little bit farther down off that cloud. Okay. Because we need you guys here. We need everyone here. Okay. How am I going to be able to argue with Joe and John about ridiculous shit if I ain't here, or if they ain't fucking here? The answer is very obvious. I can't. We won't. Okay. And that's the point of this part of the show, is that we reach the fuck out. If you can't reach anybody, if it's 2:30 in the morning and everyone's fucking fast asleep and you're scared to fucking wake people up, fucking, there's numbers you can call. You can text or dial 988, or you can dial 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-TALK. There are licensed behavioral health professionals waiting for your call. Okay. They do this for you 24 motherfucking hours a day. All right. Take advantage. I can assure you guys, like, the worst that can happen is you do some word vomit and maybe you feel a little bit better later, but it'll get you through that fucking moment. Just get yourselves through that fucking moment. All right. Reach out to someone. Okay. Hug your kids, hug your wives, fucking give your best to everyone, every chance you get. Because yes, we understand when we're not feeling good, and when we're feeling those ugly, ugly feelings that make us feel like monsters sometimes. We understand those feelings too. Okay. We totally understand that shit. And sometimes it's not like I don't want to call Joe or John, but maybe that particular day, like it ain't time for me to call Joe and John. I need to call somebody else that day. I need to fucking hear somebody else's voice. Get a hold of them. That fucking homie you ain't fucking seen since fucking like, Fort Campbell, fucking like reach out to them. Maybe they needed to hear from you. Maybe they need to hear from you. You know what I'm saying? Like reach out to people. It's okay. It's okay to walk away, and it's okay to be by yourself sometimes. It is not okay to be by ourselves all the fucking time. Okay? That's what we're getting at. All right? We three come into this motherfucker with all of you every 168 hours. That's what the fuck we do. That's part of the deal. That's part of the deal. It's part of the idea behind this motherfucking show. It's the whole fucking reason we do it. For all the bullshit we talk, that's the whole fucking reason we do it. It's accountability. This is a goddamn accountability formation every motherfucking week. We don't fuck around and we don't miss. We don't fucking miss it. All three of us have gone through some fucking horrific ass shit since this podcast started, and this podcast didn't fucking stop. That's accountability. That's accountability. That's integrity. That's what the fuck we're presenting to you. All right? So don't be afraid to call anybody. Reach out to your loved ones. We love you. They love you. You're not allowed to fucking go anywhere because we're not allowed to go either. And if we're not fucking allowed, you're not fucking allowed. So stay the fuck home and stay the fuck here. All right? And we'll fucking get through this motherfucking shit together. Together. We'll do it together. One team, one motherfucking fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We love you guys. We will see you next week live.
Go Chiefs!
From all of us here. See y'all in 2 weeks.
And move safely too, Squillini, for Christ's sake, please.
Dude, I'm having to fucking monitor the weather like a motherfucker right now. So
you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right.
It's a total of fucking 10 degrees outside today, and it's supposed to be like 50 tomorrow.
Well, at least the snow melt.
I just figured it out.
What'd you figure out?
Oh, it's still